Hi, Philip.
Hi, Gustavo. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's wonderful to meet here in Munich. Yeah, it's the heart of the automotive industry in Europe.
Yeah, the EV charging, and now today the EV charging industry here represented really well from in this event from Eon.
It's a place to be.
Yeah, it's a place to
For
be.
the EV family.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are here to talk about Alpitronic, latest innovations. But before that, I would like to share with the community. Yeah, how is that ever all started in Alpitronic? Now Alpitronic has become one of the leaders in the industry, but everyone wants to be a leader. How all started? How is that you personally came into this new industry?
Yeah, so we started in 2009 as a company, engineering company. We were founded in 2009 by 4 co-founders, so we are still the same as in 2009. We started with the development of power electronic systems for customers, customized development, R&D, mainly for automotive customers, where we developed power converters for traction, DC-DC converters for fuel cell vehicles, and yeah, mainly power electronic stuff.
At what moment, at what stage of the company history, you decided it was a good idea to invest a lot of time, hard work, and money, of course, into R&D?
Yeah. For our own product, you mean? Yeah. So we this was since the really beginning. We had the idea or the vision to have an own product in the market sooner or later. And then in 2016, we were asked by a player which is already in the market for EVs, or for EV charging, sorry, to develop a subcomponent of an EV charger for them. And we didn't come together on the business. And then we decided to do it by our own, to build an own charger, to build an own product, to develop an own product, to build the factory, to produce it. And so this was the start. It was a slow start. We had a chance to grow with the industry. 2018, we had the first installation. And so we slowly had the chance to grow with the whole industry. And I think now it's really difficult for new players coming in the market because the industry is evolved. You need to respect so many regulations, to be part of the working groups, to define the new rules and new norms, and it's quite complex.
Yeah. So that's the result of the early innovation in an early stage of the market.
Yes.
And now it's becoming more competitive.
Yeah.
But also, on the other hand, troubles always happen. Yeah. And everyone in the industry knows what happened with the factory in your headquarters.
Yes.
Yeah. In Italy. It was a sad story, but not as much. Can you update us officially? Voice of Alpitronic. What happened?
Yeah, so we had a fire in one of our facilities. So we have 5 facilities around the city of Pozzo Bolzano, in and out the city, and one of these facilities took partially fire. It was under construction. We were really lucky that no one was hurt. We had so our local firefighters
taking water from the river.
Yeah.
And so it was a huge one.
It was a huge fire.
Yeah.
But it went out okay. Yeah. It's always a pain. It's always sad. But at the end, it's an economical damage.
And no product, no stock was lost. Any person in your.
No, it was under construction. Mm-hmm. Our production site is another factory. So. We were really lucky.
Yeah. Let's say that this might happen to any other company, not specific of the EV, because there are some bad voices, or haters in social media thinking forward like, hey, this is an EV issue, like,
it was
prejudices.
So what we did is, so the building was a former building for storage of apples.
Okay.
And they used to have cells with isolated cells with isolation material, which was used 50 years ago. This is a really old building.
Yeah.
And so now it would not be allowed to use this material.
Interesting.
It's burned. These materials are burning quite fast, and so this was the
quite interesting.
It happened during construction, and
Okay. Now good stories.
No business is affected. We are all back in our offices. And,
but that's a very interesting point. just to put clear
Yeah.
about those prejudices
Yes.
of non of the petrol heads.
No EVs involved, no batteries involved.
Good,
just,
good to know. Okay, now good news. Alpitronic is scaling fast. The hard work is having results now. You are launching a new product in United States or a new deliveries, future deliveries. Can you let us know what are the latest figures, of Alpitronic production?
Yeah, so I'm not talking about production, but I can tell you what we have installed now.
Yeah, please.
So we have round about 50,000 charging posts installed.
That's more than
we and
Tesla's.
our customers actually with
Yeah.
our systems. Yeah, it's more or less the same amount as Tesla has installed worldwide. We are now just focused on Europe and Australia, New Zealand, and now, as you said, in short future also in the US.
And that means that you are going to be a very strong competitor in United States for Tesla. Because
Maybe
that
not
means that-
we, but our customers. So our customers are building nationwide charging
yeah.
networks, and will be competitors then of Tesla.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is the core of the R&D? You can speak out about how that can be achieved. You mentioned that many other players are just outsourcing the innovation, but you are commit with innovation.
Yeah.
How can happen in a company like Alpitronic?
Yeah. So we are our. The core business before we started with chargers was developing power electronic systems. So this is our DNA, and since really from the beginning, we always decided to develop our own product fully, so that we have control of the whole system. So some of our competitors or some in the industry are buying modules from Asia, integrating the modules from Asia in a cabinet, building the charger out of that. That's okay. Yeah, that this is a way to go. We decided to go the way to have all the technology in-house, to steer the technology, especially on the power electronics, to develop the whole product in-house. With all the software behind, with the controls, so that we are under control, or so that we have the technology under control. We can do adaptations, we can do innovations, and it's in-house.
And what's your opinion about the boundaries of the charging capabilities of the grid? I mean, we have after 10 years of EV adoption in Europe, from 30, 50, 100, 150, now we are talking about 400 kilowatts. Where is gonna take us this
It depends.
race
If you are-
of power?
Yeah, if you talk about passenger car vehicles, I think we are going nearby 500 kV in the near future for short time, and then shortly decreasing. You can take the charging curve of Lucid, for example,
Yeah.
and maybe scale it up a bit towards 500 kV, and you will see the future charging curve of some of the premium vehicles. But then we will have vehicles with lower charging speed, smaller vehicles with smaller batteries. But what we see is that the whole industry is going to 800-volt batteries, even for small vehicles, which is helping to increase the power, because we are doubling the charging voltage at the end.
Okay. What about this product? Why
Yeah.
did you choose this product to show it in the Aeon event? in
Yeah,
Munich?
so this is our latest product,
Yeah.
or more or less latest, let's say. Yeah, it's something which so it was the first wall box on the market capable to deliver 50 kV.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we can deliver 50 kV to one vehicle, or also when two vehicles are connected to the charger, we can deliver 25 plus 10, 25. So I think this is an excellent solution for parking spaces in public,
Those
semi-public.
frequent places
Yeah,
where drivers goes on a daily basis or weekly basis.
yeah, where drivers stay
Yeah.
dual time,
Yeah, for short distances.
1 to 2 hours.
I understand. I understand. And now we see there is has a contactless payment solution integrated, right?
Yeah, it's a So it's a card solution, a card reader is integrated as a first step. But then here we have the space to install credit card terminals. And so regulation on credit card terminals are quite heavy in Europe. So there are so many different credit card terminal providers and local regulations, so that we are prepared to adopt on nearly every type of credit card terminal in the market. So for example, in Italy and also I think in Spain, the credit card terminal needs to provide the daily revenues to the financial authorities.
Yes.
And this is not so in Germany, but in Germany we have the German calibration law.
Yeah, another
which is
kind
also,
of challenge.
Yeah.
To
And
adapt it.
therefore we are quite flexible, having here the space at least to integrate every kind of different payment terminal.
Did you mention also that this magic word regulation, which is at the core of the question, how to adopt EV fully adoption? Regulation, technical regulation. Okay, this is important. So we all in Europe have the same system, not only for payments, but for calibration, but for license on the installations and so on. So okay, but also it's about taxes. And now there is a hot topic in Europe regarding Chinese products. Yes or no? Should we put more taxes or not? So what might be, in your opinion, the best way to compete in a global market? How to compete in equal terms, without impacting the consumers?
I think that avoid tariffs would be the nicest way to work. Yeah? But for that, you need to have equal situations and equal fundings, equal financial boundaries in Europe as in Asia. So I think this is a key point. So we should be able all together to compete against each other on the market with same weapons or same tools. And if this is not happening, I think something needs to be done. And this is unfortunately sometimes tariffs at the end. But I think that Europe should rethink the way Europe is supporting the industry. So we should come away from a Europe which is supporting the end customer, the consumer, a really consumer-oriented subsidy scheme, to a subsidy scheme which is oriented to the industry. So supporting, in simple words, supporting the industry to build, develop best premium products with also economies of scale where the price can go down and be globally competitive is, in my opinion, much better than give the end customer, the end user, the subsidies, and the end user can choose to buy wherever he wants. Like buying the solar panels in China, for example, instead of in Europe. And I think this could be something which needs to be rethinked in Europe.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Philip.
Thank you
for this talk. I hope you still succeeding in the next years as you did in the past. And I'm happy to share this interview.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.